everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Actually, your host this episode. I feel like it's been a while. If you've been watching the most recent episodes, I haven't hosted in a week. You should go back after this one and watch last Monday when Marty Viscosi hosted with Queer Movies. That was such a blast. And then last Thursday, Liz Estey hosted with movies she saw in theaters, which was also a blast. So those are two that you need to watch after this. So I got your night planned for you, so you're welcome. Also, before we get started, because it's coming up, as you can see by the number behind me, this is episode 98 of this show. That means that the 100th episode is coming out next week. And if you want to be a part of it, we are going live at 9 p.m. Eastern next Thursday, June 21st. We're doing a free-for-all episode, basically. If you want to be a contestant, you can be a contestant. Reach out to me either on Facebook, if you search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video, or on Instagram and Twitter at IMDb Game. Like I said, anybody who wants to be a contestant can. We're going to fill up the room. We're going to go through probably a few more titles than we normally do. And at the end, I'm going to give away some money. First place gets $30. Second place gets $20. Third place gets $10. Rest of you get to just kind of enjoy your night with some cool people. It's going to be so much fun. Please look out for that. Even if you don't want to be a contestant, just stream it and share it with your friends and tell your parents to stream it. We're on a parent episode tonight. Following up from we did the movie mom episode last month, as you do. Today we are doing movie dads. That is movies with notable dads, good dads, bad dads, worse dads. There's a lot of dads, and they're in a lot of movies. We'll see how our contestants do tonight. We got a couple of dads on the show and a couple of people who, as far as I know, no children. So we'll see if that affects play. I've talked enough without bringing anybody in. So joining me on the show tonight are Liz Estey, Jenny Isme, Josh Poirier, and Marc Catino. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Now, let's get started with my favorite dad in the room. Like I said, she hosted last week. Liz Estey's back on the show. Hey, Liz.
Hey. I don't know how I'm a dad. I don't want to ask.
Tonight we're all dads.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Going back before we get started, again, thank you for hosting last week.
Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Very chaotic.
Oh, absolutely. And your brother was great, and no spoilers, but did have an advantage that we thought he might. Because it turns out if you also see movies with you in theaters, you might remember some of those movies.
Yeah, that's true. Although he guessed ones I didn't think he would guess. Like, he had trouble with ones that we had seen together, and then guessed ones that I'd seen with other people right away. So, and apparently it was revealed to me that I hadn't talked about my sister at all, and no one knew I had a sister.
I'm not saying no one knew. I didn't.
But in contrast, I talk about my brother a lot. So that's a fun dynamic that we didn't unpack. But don't worry, I've unpacked it a lot in therapy. I'm actually going to see my brother next weekend. I'm flying out to Chicago to help him move out of the apartment he currently lives in with his ex-girlfriend.
Why does he want to move?
Yeah, I know. It's such a mystery, right? Yeah, it's extremely intense. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very relaxing weekend.
Yeah, moving weekends usually are.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm also moving right after I move him. So it's I must really hate myself, because I was I'm gonna volunteer to fly out for 3 days and move someone else, fly back, and then move myself, which I often do emotionally, but yeah.
Well, I'm excited to have you back. I forget, were you on the Mother's Day episode as well?
I wasn't.
You
no.
weren't. No, so none of you were.
No. It's hard to tell though, because I'm on the show so much.
Most of you are on this show so much. This is an episode of great favorites. Well, before we move on, I'll ask you the first question of the night. Is there a famous movie dad you really like? You know, he could be good or bad, just an interesting dad character.
I mean, oh God, all of the ones I'm thinking of are TV. And then I also think about like, I'm not going to answer the question. Here's how I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say Star Trek Generations because my dad loves that movie and I love watching it with him.
Aw.
I know.
That's a sweet way to avoid the question.
I really wanted to say Frank from It's Always Sunny.
Oh, absolutely. Frank is great. Also, Kirk is a dad, isn't he? In at least some of the movies?
Yes, in at least some timelines.
Yes, correct. Sometimes he's a dad in those movies.
Yeah. And
Picard, it's actually really important that he's a dad. That is a key feature of the film.
Picard is a daddy, so
Kirk is always a motherfucker.
Has a bad dad, so
yeah.
And Kirk has a dad in one of the Star Treks. We covered that on your episode.
Yes. Yeah.
I know Kelvin dad. It's like not a real dad. It's not like a stepdad, weekend dad kind of thing. I'm sorry, you said Star Trek, you summoned me.
One of the like weirdly large number of those movies that had Chris Hemsworth in it. Like who called me out on that? But it was like a lot of the movies.
I think I did just because I was keeping the list of them. Well, Liz, welcome back as always. Also returning to the show, I believe this is number 28 for him. One of the most frequent dads on the show, Josh Poirier, is back. Hey, Josh.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So is the only actual dad here?
That is untrue. Actually,
that is untrue. Oh man, I don't know Mannix, so.
Yeah, I look every week. He finds a way to make sure that I say Mannix, and I refuse to say Mannix. Well, Josh, how are you feeling about movie dads?
I'm all right with them.
Compared to regular dads, how are movie dads?
Regular dads are dicks. No, I like movie dads, man. I like a lot of movie dads are cool. There's some famous movie dads like Vader.
Of course,
Vader's a movie dad. And
maybe whose dad is he?
What's that?
He's nobody's dad, but Vader means father in German. It was a weird thing that George Lucas didn't know when he did it.
Yeah. But Vader doesn't.
Easter egg?
Vader doesn't have a dad, though. That's some prequel knowledge for you all.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, that's why that episode 3 poster was just Darth Vader with the text, "Who's your daddy?" Because he didn't know. Also, real poster that is ingrained into my memory.
On the other side of the spectrum, you got Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom is a dad.
Great dad. It's a great movie. Come on.
Mrs. Doubtfire is also a dad.
He also is a dad, and depending on who you ask, great dad or horrifying dad.
Horrifying. That movie coasts on Robin Williams' charm.
Oh, absolutely. It's a movie that expects you to be okay with Sally Field not having sex with James Bond.
It's true.
So is that your pick, Mr. Mom?
Mr. Mom or Star Wars.
Or franchise. Star Wars.
Yeah, the entire franchise. That's what I think.
Like Mr. Mom, I don't like the prequels so much.
Yeah, who likes the prequels, honestly?
I didn't need to know how he became Mr. Mom. It was
you don't remember Revenge of the Vacuum Cleaner? the rise of the washing machine?
Josh, welcome back. Also, returning to the show.
The children menace.
Returning to the show, I believe I looked it up earlier, 18th appearance on this show. Jenny Isme is back. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, sport. How's it going, kiddo? I'm bringing that dad energy.
We need some dad energy on this show. Not enough dads.
I'm making up for Josh's dadvantage.
How are you feeling about movie dads, Jenny?
As good as any other episode, bud.
You think this is going to be the one?
You know, we're just here to have fun, right?
We're always just here to have fun.
Whether we win or not, I'm still going to take you to Pizza Hut after. Don't you worry.
Aww. Well, who is a movie dad you really like?
I feel like we named most of the movie dads I can think of.
Well, that doesn't sound good for tonight.
I know. I feel like most movies are about dad sadness. But I
didn't say that they wouldn't be.
Thing. That's a big thing. That's looming. Is sad dads is a much bigger category. But Elf is a great dad movie with great dads. 2 great dads, even. One had needed a nudge, but at the end.
Who's the first dad?
His elf daddy.
He's Papa Elf. He is
Papa Elf is the best dad.
Who
could be a better dad than Papa Elf?
He's saddled with them. I guess most dads are.
Wasn't that Bob Newhart?
Yes, it was.
It was,
so
yeah.
He woke up in the bed in a different movie.
What I love about Elf, this is for the mom's episode more than the dad's episode. It's one of 2 movies where Mary Steenburgen has to play mom to adult baby Will Ferrell.
He's got a weird thing for that, right? Like, it must be wild to have the money to live your kinks. That is.
I guess if you're gonna pick a mom, Mary Steenburgen's a pretty good one to pick.
That's the mommy to go for.
So back to mom talk on this dad episode of Inappropriate Movie Database. Finally returning to the show, I believe 4th time on the show now, or 3rd time. 3rd time this month, 4th time this. He's been on the show a lot lately. I'm glad he keeps deciding to do it. Mannix is back on the show. Are you okay with that?
He said it.
How you doing, other dad in the room? Are you muted? Or is your microphone just...
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little. It's going in and out.
Oh, this isn't good.
I'm glad we're solving this live and not in the pre.
I wonder why you guys weren't talking to me to start.
Well, this is going to be fun. We'll see how this is going to go.
Everybody keep it up that we can't hear him.
Well, let's try asking you a question and see if your mic's okay. Who's a movie dad you like?
Mufasa.
Perfect.
Do I have to?
No, absolutely.
That's a great choice.
Well, to be honest, that's the only father I can think of right now. At least I know.
King Triton.
Yeah, if we start thinking
King
of
Triton
Disney
is
movies,
a shitty dad.
Yeah,
well, of course, Disney movies have no moms. It's all dads all the time.
They have evil moms, evil stepmoms with no dads.
Yeah.
There's more dads in Disney than moms, so keep that in mind. Maybe that might be important for this game.
Can't imagine.
Well, thank you all again for being here. We've spoken a lot. I think it's almost time to get to this game. What is this game, if this is your first time watching? What's going to happen tonight is I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies with dads in them. Dads that I figured were notable for some reason or another. I don't know who writes these parental warnings. Maybe it's some dads. All I know is they're anonymous weirdos, and they have given me over 100 episodes of movies to do for this dumb game show that I've been doing now for 13 months of this pandemic. You can tell I'm okay, right? What's going to happen is I'm going to read these warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie these warnings are from, and unless anybody has anything else they want to add before we jump in. And I think it's time to jump in, and to do that, Jenny, you are up first. Would you like a movie from 1989, 2009, or 2019?
89, movie daddy.
89. I don't know if I like that or not. That didn't feel good going in.
There's going to be a lot more show for you to figure it out. You can test drive it all night.
All right. First movie of the night. From 1989 for 5 points.
2089.
From 2089 all the way. 1989 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a woman spots a man flying and tells her husband.
Where's the thing? I'm buzzing in. I just have to find it.
Liz is also buzzing in. Anybody else buzzing in? All right, Jenny, what do you think?
Is it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Liz, what do you think?
I think I'm wrong. I think it is Superman Returns.
That I think you're 15 years too early for that. This is Rick Moranis as Wayne Selinsky in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
In my defense, I saw that film too young and it horrified me.
Oh, you should go back to it. That first one holds up.
Oh, you know what? I saw one of the sequels. That's the problem.
No, you can't do that.
I mean, I grew up loving the third one with Mila Kunis.
Is that Honey, I
Which one's the third one?
Honey, I blew up the baby.
That's Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Kunis
the one I saw.
And future trafficker Allison Mack.
Oh my God, yeah, Nexium.
Speaking of Superman.
Also, Rick Moranis in real life is an extraordinary dad. He is known for being world's best dad. That's why he stopped acting.
Yeah, he stopped acting to spend time with his children. I mean,
I wish somebody now would give him a script worth reading, because I feel like he would.
And also not attack him physically on the screen.
Don't leave Rick Moranis alone.
I'm going to start acting to get away from my family.
Also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, under frightening and intense scenes, an ant dies after fighting a scorpion. Very sad. Violence in Gore. Children constantly fall, slide, and are attacked by insects. A boy cuts his lip and blood is shown running down his chin. A boy bruises his chin and it leaves a severe red mark. A girl drowns but is revived by a boy giving her mouth to mouth. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Children use a giant cigarette to light torches. And frightening and intense scenes, action and adventure violence. An animated boy and girl are terrorized by several household appliances during the opening credits. A boy and his friend ride a bee very high in the air, constantly threatened with falling. Children are threatened with a lawnmower in a very intense scene. Final battle between a scorpion and an ant is intense and could frighten younger viewers. Peril exists throughout the movie. The end of the first round. Jenny, you are at 5. Josh and Mannix. If I do it like that every time, will it be worse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. 0 each. Liz at -1.
Yeah.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1980, 1992, or 1997?
Let's go with 1992, movie daddy.
Like it more
Is it
now.
fit yet?
It's growing on me. Sorry, I just I was just reading a comment in the YouTube chat, and good for you for finally getting why this is called IMDb. Hi, Dag. 1992 is where we're at for 5 points under violence and gore. The violence is pretty graphic and gruesome at times, not for the weak of heart. We might have a different kind of dad in this movie. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a teenage girl uses cocaine many times on screen and is addicted to it, as evidenced by her using it many times on screen. Doesn't say that, but I figure that's a part of it.
Is that how that works?
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, a girl is in her bed and looks next to her, and there is a bloody dead girl who is talking to her. The scene is a dream scene, but still very creepy. I feel like Jenny is thinking of something. But I'm going to move on to the 2-point clue under violence and gore. 2 agents inspect underneath a dead body's fingernail. Not very graphic. Mannix has his hand up. Anybody else? What do you think?
Is it Death Becomes Her?
It is not Death Becomes Her. Final clue.
That last one unraised my hand.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Final clue. Maybe this will help somebody under frightening and intense scenes. This is equally as dark and depressing as the TV series. There aren't many humorous or light scenes like there are in the series. There are, though, if you're paying attention, though. Liz has a guess. Anybody else?
Oh,
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Liz, what do you think?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It is not Buffy the
Yeah.
Vampire Slayer.
That's,
So
I
I'm
thought
gonna
it was
do-
wrong.
I'm going to do a thing I don't get to do often. And I don't know if this is going to help anybody, but what I'm going to do now is read the actor who plays the dad in this movie. First person to buzz in and get it right gets the 1 point. The dad in this movie is played by Ray Wise.
Wait.
Josh?
Oh, wait. No, I don't
No?
know. Shit. I should know it because I love Ray Wise.
Violence is pretty graphic and gruesome at times. Teenage girl uses cocaine on screen. Girl in her bed looks next to her. There's a bloody dead girl talking to her. 2 agents inspect underneath a dead body's fingernail. Equally as dark and depressing as the TV series. Jenny, what do you
Fuck it,
think?
Why not? Is it Twin Peaks? The Twin Peaks movie?
This is Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with me.
You couldn't
First.
Very important dad figure for better or worse.
Well done,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Ray
Well
Wise as Leland Palmer.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of was Reaper the movie, and there wasn't a Reaper movie.
I was surprised that you say you love Ray Wise and you weren't even.
Yeah, I never saw Twin Peaks. I'll be honest with you.
So I only just saw it like last year.
It's
So-
yeah, give it a weekend. It's great.
I mean, Lynch
Have
is
brie and butter sandwiches with it.
Lynch is with me.
At the end of that round, Jenny up to 6 points. Josh and Mannix at -1 each. Liz at -2. Liz,
It's that
would
time
you?
where I always get excited though.
Liz, would you like a movie from a different time period? 2013, 2015, or 2021?
2021. It's gonna be
2021.
so chaotic.
Some movies came out last year. This was one of them from 2021 for 5 points under violence and gore. A man threatens children several times. Not graphic, but isn't meant playfully. For 4 points under profanity, A teenage boy says idiot a couple of times in an Italian accent. Mannix has raised his hand. Josh has raised his hand. Anybody else? Josh, what do you think?
Was it that Italian movie with the is it Luco or yeah, I think it wasn't Luca because she lived on the second floor. It was the one with the Italian kid, the fish kids.
You want to settle on a title for that?
Luca.
Mannix, what do you think?
I was guessing Luca.
Yeah, Josh is right. Luca also lives on the ocean floor. This is Disney Pixar's Luca.
Oh, that's one I didn't see.
It's pretty good. Like it's
One of the
you
few
know, it's
movies
not
I
one of the
actually
best
watched from last year.
ones, but it's there's pretty sweet stuff. There's a couple of dads in that movie. I think Jim Gaffigan is one of them, but I went with Marco Baricelli as Massimo Marco Valdo. You can tell I'm Italian, by the way. I flawlessly got through both of those names. Also in Luca, under violence and gore, a man is seen chopping fish. Blood is seen on the knife, and the inside of the fish is seen. Not too graphic. Sex and nudity. The main character appears shirtless when he turns human. Other than that, there's nothing else in the movie. And frightening and intense scenes among the less dark Pixar films.
Yeah. That's not a hard part to clear.
Jenny's still in the lead at 6. Josh and Mannix at 3 each. Liz at -2.
It's a race to the bottom.
No,
Against myself.
Mannix, would you like a movie from 1991, 1992, or 2002?
How about 2002?
Why, you didn't want to figure out what the difference between 91 and 92 was?
I can't remember any of those movies with dads, apparently.
Well, let's see if you remember this one from 2002. It would help if I spelled it right.
Oh, 2002?
2002. For 5 points under sex and nudity. A woman is shown in several scenes with some cleavage exposed. In one scene, she is shown stuffing padding into her breast area. All non-suggestive, however. For 4 points under violence and gore, in a very hilarious scene, a man is beaten with a woman's pocketbook.
It's not my purse. That's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
That's my purse.
If there was a King of the Hill movie, it could have been on here. For 3 points under profanity, a man tricks another man into saying things in another language. The subtitles show him saying, quote, nice boobs, and, quote, I have 3 testicles.
Why do I feel like I've seen this movie?
Like that's an insult.
Maybe you have.
But it sounds awful.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, a woman says words to this effect to her daughter, who is about to be married. Quote, women may be lambs outside, but we are tigers inside the bedroom. Very lighthearted and humorous. 2 hands shot up. Anybody else? Josh, what do you think?
An American Wedding?
Liz, what do you think?
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Unfortunately, the wedding is not American. It is in America, but it is Michael Constantina's Gus Portcullis. I'm Greek too. I'm not.
Portcullis.
My big
There's a
fat Greek
whole
wedding.
scene about it. I'm actually mad I didn't get it sooner.
When you said that this sounds like something you've seen, but it sounds bad, I knew you must have seen this.
Yeah, I did, and I had it on DVD for a while. I used to watch it over and over again.
Isn't it Joey Fatone who tells him to say the Greek stuff?
Yeah, I think so. During his brief, most successful in sync Remember? Period of time, like for a brief moment.
What
It was
Brief
like,
moment,
wow.
Joey Fatone was on top of the world.
Being most successful. He owns a hot dog place called Fat Ones.
Actually, My Big Fat Greek Wedding was produced by Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Just a fun fact.
Yeah, finally,
okay,
we
there's
got
the
our first
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks mention of the night.
Fat Ones.
Also in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, people drink at parties. People introduce a man's parents to ouzo, a Greek liqueur, which makes them drunk and queasy after many servings.
Yeah, honestly, ouzo does that after like 2 servings. It's essentially moonshine, but like it goes down a bit smoother. I had ouzo when I visited Greece, and it was like it was one of those things where you're like, okay.
Jenny's still in the lead at 6 points. Mannix at 3, Josh at 2, Liz at 0. Nobody's in the negatives anymore. Jenny, would you like a movie from 1992, 2003, or 2009?
Oh, 90, whatever it was. You know that's
92.
Movie daddy. I'm
Is
sorry,
this why
Mom.
dads leave?
My dad probably was watching until then.
Yeah, how are your parents doing? Hi, Jenny's parents.
I don't know. They only text me when I'm on the show. We'll find out by 9.
You're gonna text says movie daddy? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark.
This movie's from 1992. For 5 points under profanity, a boy says, quote, "Enough of this goofy shh," before hastily changing tact and finishing with show of emotion. For 4 points under violence and gore, a gloved woman punches 2 men in the face and knocks them both unconscious. I think Jenny is buzzing in. There she is.
It always takes a while to find the button. It moves.
Jenny, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Home Alone?
This is not Home Alone.
Dang it.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, I do have to read this clue. There appears to be. I can't say it. I can't say English words either tonight. There appears to be a skeletal. That's why, because they wrote skeletal, and I'm anticipating that word. There appears to be a skeletal view of a robber being electrocuted. Switching between human view and skeletal view can be quite frightening for kids and some adults. Harsh scene for a family movie. Jenny or Liz, any guesses?
I mean, still Home Alone, but apparently we've ruled that out.
All right. Mannix, do you wanna guess what this movie is?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, wait. Liz, do you want to guess what this movie is?
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Mannix?
The Home Alone that has the big old Cheeto in it. Yes, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Josh?
Home Alone 2, fuck Trump.
John heard
Home Alone
as
2.
Peter, a dad so great he lost his son twice. It's Home Alone 2, Lost in New
Well,
York.
it's that you didn't let me finish because I was going to say Home Alone
No, I paused.
2.
I
It
paused
was
for a
just-
little while there.
I actually was guessing Home Alone. I was just saying it too.
Oh, yeah. Also
Home
in
Alone.
Home Alone 2, under violence and gore, the bad guys get other traps done to them. Staple gun, paint cans, tool chest, tools, etc. And frightening and intense scenes. The main character can be seen wandering alone in Central Park at night and scaring people, bullying him, and the taxi driver even scaring him.
You ever seen the video where they do the real life Home Alone stuff? What would actually happen to the guys?
Yeah, like the fatality rate of everything happening.
Yeah, those guys were dead like
Oh, yeah.
16 times over.
I mean, they were dead after the second trap in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the paint can broke the head off the thing.
No, in this movie, you see the skeletal of one of them.
Skeletal.
Listen, Shakespeare made up words too, okay? That's how language happens.
Skeletal. That
adopting
sounds like a sex act.
They
On Halloween.
Sounds like a sex
There,
act.
there's my dad joke.
Sounds like a sex act where you carry a scepter.
Can I recommend not making that a dad joke?
I want to
Big point.
endorse that, Nick. I agree with Nick.
Jenny and Josh are now tied at 5 points each, but Mannix has overtaken them at 6. Liz is at
God
3.
damn it.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1961, 2010, or 2017?
Well, movie daddy, I'm going to go with 1961.
I fucking knew it. I hate you so much.
How do you think I feel every time you say anything after 2010?
1961 for 5 points, under 6 in nudity. A man and a woman eye each other at the park. For 4 points under violence and gore, a woman yanks a bottle of alcohol out of a man's hands and throws it into the fireplace, causing an explosion to suddenly happen. No injuries, but it shows the extent of her rage as she slaps the two guys after that, all of which could be unsettling. Yep, you all understand what slapping is?
I'm a dad. I grew up loving the Three Stooges.
For 3 points under profanity, reportedly, the villain's mansion is called Hell Hall. However, this is in the context of referring to a location, not as a curse word.
For the post show when we like unpack that one, because that is the logistics of that statement.
For 2 points under sex and nudity. Oh man, no, go ahead. I haven't read anything. What do you think?
101 Dalmatians.
Proud daddy of 99 children.
Fuck, I almost said it.
It's Rod Taylor as Pongo in 101
I was like, that has to have been revival era. No, it was original era.
People don't understand how late those movies came out. There are movies, you sort of think that they all came out around the same time because they all came out of the vault at the same time.
Yeah, but they didn't.
You mean they didn't all come out in 1990?
I think that's worth 2.5 points. What are rules? You started the 2-point clue.
Yeah, but I didn't read anything and nobody guessed anything.
I was gonna guess.
Were you?
No.
I just agree the dad vantage is real.
I would feel wrong if I didn't get the Disney question right.
I just want to make you have to put 2.5 points on it.
So he knew all the Disney stuff before
my
the dad came.
parents' commitment to not letting me watch Disney as a child has continuously screwed me over on this show.
This is a pretty good one.
It is. And I once was in a skating show number, 101 Dalmatians, in a faux fur Dalmatian romper with white tights. The pictures exist somewhere.
Were there 101 of you?
No.
And
I was by far the tallest person in that. It was I was 11 and I felt like I'm too old for this shit. Like, I was like, why do I have a hooded faux fur romper on?
No, I want a hooded faux fur romper.
No, you really don't. Like, it's not warm but it's also too warm. It's very upsetting.
Also in 101 Dalmatians, the sex and nudity clue that I almost read, but I feel like would have helped a lot more of you. A man calls his dog a rascal after another dog births 15 of his puppies.
Sense of nepotism here.
And violence and gore, a character states, quote, "I'll skin every one of them little spotted hyenas if it's the last thing I do," referring to the puppies. It's a violent saying.
One of the best Simpsons episodes. One of the best Simpsons episodes is based off of that. I love that episode. The 101 Greyhounds.
Uh-huh.
Homer's eating the chips. This one.
Mannix in the lead with 9 points. Jenny and Josh at 5 each. Liz at 3. Liz, would you like a movie? Again, it just so happens that you get this string of years. 2007, 2014, or 2018?
Ooh, let's do 2018.
2018.
Just to fuck with Josh. Honestly, Josh, usually my choice doesn't help me at all.
It doesn't help me either.
That's true.
I've only got movies from 1990 to 1996. It is a very limited range.
Well, you got a wheelhouse. Just go with it.
2018 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a psychoactive drug is injected into a couple of people to loosen their tongues.
2018.
2018.
That's not the right year, is it?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not the right year.
For 4 points under violence and gore, mostly comedic violence, punching and kicking, mild fighting throughout, gunshots whilst being chased, people tasered, no blood shown.
It's 1961's 101 Dalmatians.
What do you think, Skeletal Daddy?
I like that. Keeping that. This is such a shot in the dark. I didn't see it. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but is it The Interview?
That is as good a guess as any.
Wow.
No, none of us have seen it, I assume.
No, I did watch it.
Oh, really?
Did it have those things in it? Because I'm guessing that they were.
I forgot it as soon as I saw it. Like, I forgot it while watching.
No, it is
Daddy
not.
Dictator? No.
It is not. It is not, no. No, I'm sorry, it's not. For 3 points under sex and nudity, in one rather brief but shocking scene, a form of a flashback, a man and woman, though fully clothed, are seen embracing and kissing each other passionately.
I'm sorry, this is scandalous?
In a brief but shocking scene.
Shocking.
This is 3 points.
Ooh, the 3
Okay,
point
but
clue.
this is a movie about like dads, so it could still.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, in one scene, a woman tells 2 men who are exchanging stories to, quote, stop comparing sizes. This is meant as a joke about comparing penis lengths.
It's second.
Josh, what do you think? I'm not going to call you that, so don't Hold on. Mannix, what do you think?
Actually, I don't remember if there's any dads in it, but Ready Player One?
He-Man, what do you think?
Is this Thor Ragnarok?
It is not Thor Ragnarok,
Okay.
nor is it Ready Player One.
It's the only 2018 movie I could think of.
Did not come out in 2018.
Okay, Liz.
Final clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Frequent small-scale action violence with lots of laughs in between. There is some gun use and a couple of violent scenes, but lighter than usual Marvel fare.
God damn it. Oh, you left.
Does not like the Marvel movies. Liz, what do you think?
Avengers Infinity War?
I don't want to give anything away, but that's lighter than usual Marvel fare. Josh, what do you think?
Ant-Man.
It is not Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, of course.
It is not Ant-Man.
Of course it's not.
Okay, did I get the year wrong again?
But
So I will do what I did in the last one.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, hands down, everybody. I will tell you the actor. First person to buzz in can guess. Paul Rudd. Jenny, what do you think?
Is it Ant-Man 2?
Do you know what that movie's called?
Something about the wasp.
I feel like you got all the words in there.
No,
This
it is
is-
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, we're just breaking all the rules today.
It's fine.
I'm feeling generous tonight.
I'm
Yeah,
just
not
mad
to
at
me.
myself.
Yeah, Marvel has a lot of daddy issues.
I have watched so much fucking Marvel, like I should,
Mhm.
but that movie, like that was a year where they just released a bunch, and like to me, the
Mhm.
2018 Marvel movie is Black Panther. Like that's
Mhm.
it. That is all
Yeah.
we should be talking about.
Yeah, what was it?
2018.
It was Black Panther, then Infinity War, then Ant-Man and Wasp, then Captain Marvel. I want
Yeah.
to say all came out in 2018.
No, didn't Captain Marvel come out in 2019?
Was that
It was
2019?
2019 because I had a memory about it
Because it
today.
came out in March for Women's Month.
Oh, that's nice of them.
No,
Deadpool
it
Captain
was
Marvel?
part of their whole like we like women. We still
I
won't
get it.
give them.
Yeah, Black
Characters.
Panther was released in February. I get it.
Yeah, we're still gonna fridge Black Widow in the Avengers movie.
Uh-huh. Right now, the scores are Mannix at 8, Jenny at 5, Josh at 4, Liz at 2.
Can't lose to Jenny.
Working
Wow.
so hard.
He-Man will never lose to Skeletor.
Say the whole thing. Skeletor who?
Skeletor Daddy.
Mannix, would you like a movie from 1977, 2007, or 2020?
About 2007.
What about 2007?
Was that one of the options?
That was.
It was.
Okay.
That's the year I got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. At least I remembered this time. Not like the last show.
Belated
Where
congratulations.
not like the last show where I completely forgot.
This movie from 2007 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. The music is very unnerving.
Fuck you.
Hey, I heard your clues. I get to throw some of these in.
That's yeah. Okay. Fair.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a man falls down a hole, landing on his back and groaning in pain. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, as the film goes on, one of the main characters begins to go crazy and more violent. This can be disturbing to viewers.
Yeah, that was 2007.
For 2 points, here's a Father's Day clue under profanity. In one scene, a man incessantly calls his son a bastard.
Wow, for the amount of times we've been on this show, you'd think we'd know more.
Final clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Despite the title, blood is merely indicated relatively briefly. See everyone but Mannix. Skeletoral Daddy, what do you think?
I think it's There Will Be Blood.
He-Mantle Daddy, what do you think?
There will be blood.
Liz Estey, what do you think?
There will be blood.
Yep, despite the title, blood is merely indicated relatively briefly. One of my favorite warnings I've seen since I started doing this. It's
That's
Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood.
It's like an unwarning. It's a reverse warning.
Uh-huh.
Like, when he gets back, give it a chance. Give it a chance. You
Don't
know,
worry.
hear him out.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Mhm.
happen. For all you just sitting there waiting, is there gonna be blood? Is there gonna be blood? Is there gonna be blood? It
I'll be
happens
honest.
a little bit. A little
I
bit.
never
It
heard of the
happens.
film.
You've never heard of There Will Be Blood? Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, there will be blood.
It's on my list now.
Yeah,
little bit.
spoiler alert, not as much blood.
It's a skeletal amount of blood.
We're moving into the final round. 4 movies remain, one more for each of you. Mannix, you're at 8. Jenny, you're at 6. Josh at 3. Josh at 5. Liz at 3. Jenny, would you like a movie from 1991, 1997, or 2013?
Let's take 97. That sounds yummy.
She's trying to expand her range.
Yes, I'm trying to branch out a little, stretching.
1 year at a time. 1 year at a time.
Personal best.
Yeah, this is another one. I'm sorry, Liz, for complaining about your clues last week.
Oh,
1997 for 5 points under violence and gore. Many characters are held at gunpoint.
7, huh? Actually,
yeah.
that wasn't that year. No, it wasn't that year. Wasn't that year.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a dangerous and non-indigenous weapon, a butterfly knife, is presented with glamorous and instructional detail and is seen in use. I don't know what most of that sentence is supposed to be conveying.
I'm very confused.
But it's a non-indigenous weapon.
I don't even know what the subject of that sentence is.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, a man and a woman kiss. He puts his tongue into her mouth and asks her to suck on it. Nobody's happy about that. For 2 points under violence and gore, a team of surgeons are seen tied up and gagged. They are then shown in petrol and set alight by a gang of criminals. This is a quick scene, and we only see flames, no blood or gore.
I read this hint before.
You'd think I'd remember a movie where a bunch of surgeons get set on fire. Oh, wait. What are the other clues?
Other clues, many characters held at gunpoint. You see a butterfly knife. Man and a woman kiss, puts his tongue in her mouth and asks her to suck on it. Team of surgeons tied up, set on fire. Everybody has a guess all of a sudden. Liz, what do you think?
I can't remember the name. It's that movie where Denzel Washington's kid dies because the healthcare system is broken, and then he takes an ER hostage.
But you don't know the name.
I saw it on TNT a lot, but I never watched at the beginning, so I didn't know the title.
Well, you don't have to guess.
Is it motherfucker? It's gonna haunt me though. I'm so mad.
Well, 2 hands have gone down in that time.
Jesus Christ. So that was 2 point clue.
Do you want to take a guess, Liz?
Jesus Christ.
God, it's not this. All I can think is
Oh, now he's back.
oh God.
We've got another hand back.
There
He's gone again.
What is it? Is
Don't
it
worry,
It really is there.
Antoine Fisher?
Mannix, are you in or out?
I'll be in.
What do you think?
Donnie Brasco?
He-Man, what do you think?
I'm just gonna say this and probably wrong, but it was the petrol that clued me in. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
It is not Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It is not Antoine Fisher. and to save you, it's not John Q either. I'm sorry I did that to you. Mannix, what did you guess?
I don't remember now. Donnie Brasco?
Donnie Brasco, you were right.
Oh, Donnie Brasco.
No,
I almost said Donnie Darko.
No, I mean you're right. You're right that is what you guessed. You're wrong about
I'm
what
wrong.
you
Okay.
guessed.
I was looking at my list of movies that I wrote down from one of the other ones because these hints were in there.
Well, after that long agonizing round, for the 1 point clue, you're all gonna hate me. Under frightening and intense scenes, two characters have their faces removed and placed on one
What?
another
Fuck
in a
you.
graphic surgical procedure.
Fuck you.
One character wakes up after the procedure without his
Shut up,
face,
we
and
know.
we see the blood result
Yeah,
for a
we get it,
moment
we
in
get
his
it.
reflection.
It's face off. It's face off. Let's go. Everybody gets a point. Everybody gets a point.
You're right, Josh. It's John Q.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, very important that both of those gentlemen are fathers in that movie. Because Nick Cage murders John Travolta's kid, so John Travolta murders Nick Cage and steals his kid as his own. That's how that movie ends.
Okay, but also
Spoiler alert.
Uh-huh.
Since I will use my time to buzz in instead to say that the new Nick Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, also a dad movie and also so.
I've
Yes.
been wanting to see that.
It's excellent. It is. I go
It
back
is
and forth
exquisite.
between my favorite. I think I have 3 favorites this year, and 2 of them are everybody's favorites.
That I saw those two at the drive-in together.
Uh-huh.
I bet
Oh,
that
is
was
a
real good.
That is a good double feature.
Right?
Speaking of Nick Cage looking like Travolta, have you seen the pictures from Renfield? The movie that plays
yes.
Dracula in? He looks
Yes.
more like Travolta than when Travolta played him.
They should remake Face Off and just have them switch roles.
I was gonna say they should remake Face Off and have, but like instead of 2, it's just like all the Chris's.
What a long round, with Jenny being the only one to score 1 point. Everyone else scored 0. Maddox, you're at 8. Jenny at 7. Josh at 5. Liz at 3. 3 movies remain, so it's still anybody's game. Josh, would you like a movie? You're going to hate this, from 2003, 2009, or 2017.
Let's go with 2000, whatever the early one is. See, there he is. Look at him. Look at him. He looks more like Travolta now than he did when Travolta was playing it.
That's the other thing. Those pictures were taken, but the film's being shot in black and white.
Yeah, he still looks like Travolta.
So did you want 03 or 09, Josh?
03, please. 03.
03. From 2003 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes, a character's appearance has his teeth and how massive he is.
Wow.
I'm
what?
sorry, what year is this from?
2003. Again, I should read that full, complete thought this person wrote down. A character's appearance has his teeth and how massive he is, under frightening and intense scenes.
Is there any punctuation in that?
There is not a single, unless you include the apostrophe in characters. They did get that.
Okay. Run that by me one more time.
A character's appearance has his teeth and how massive he is.
Oh, what the?
Liz, what do you think this movie is?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
It is not Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. For 4 points, under profanity, a character says, quote, "Don't you people realize we're swimming in our own?" Before it gets shushed by before he can finish, but he gets shushed before he can finish the sentence. Don't you people realize we're swimming in our own? But he gets shushed before he can finish the sentence.
Oh, wait. What was the first clue?
Character's appearance has his teeth and how massive he is.
Has
I
his
got an
teeth
idea.
and how massive it is.
No,
Liz, what do you think this movie
no,
is? No?
no.
Okay. Josh, what do you think?
Just Deep Blue Sea.
This is not Deep Blue Sea.
No, Deep Blue Sea came out in the 90s.
Oh my God, enough.
Again, Liz, not great with years, but always knows when you're wrong about the year.
Give it a 99, I know, but I was sick of the Samuel Jackson speech.
Yeah, that's true.
For 3 points, under violence and gore, a man's mouth is drilled by a dentist. He yells and the drill whines.
It's not Bill Cosby himself.
America's Dad.
No.
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 I was thinking that there.
I'm about to leave the Zoom room.
And you'd be right to.
Yeah, you would be.
2 points under frightening and intense scenes. There's plenty of lighthearted humor, and its themes has struggling with parenthood and being separated from one's father.
What the? Its themes has?
And its
Why
themes.
did you pick? Every clue is like just
because
the
that's half
worst.
the fun of this game.
worst.
It's impossible to
ever.
read.
At the core, this game is look at this shit I saw online.
Yeah, that's true.
There's plenty of lighthearted humor, and its themes has a struggling with parenthood and being separated from one's father.
See, one of those sharks in Deep Blue Sea was a dad, so I'm still think it's Deep Blue Sea. Because that's the one that
Nick,
teeth
just
big.
keep going.
For 1 point under violence and gore, a father fish panics while his son swims into open water. A diver rises behind the young fish and scoops him into a net. The father fish chases in terror, but is pushed away by a boat propeller. Mannix, what is this movie?
Finding Nemo.
Skeletal Daddy.
I'm gonna touch the butt. It's Finding Nemo.
Liz Estey.
Finding Nemo.
Mantle Daddy.
It's Finding Nemo.
Yeah, it's a dad I'm surprised hasn't got brought up yet in all the talk, especially the Disney talk. It's Albert Brooks's Merlin and Finding Nemo. One of the best Disney dads. Both in terms of how he's a dad and how he's portrayed. I could have used more him and less of the other fish he was with.
But we don't know about him being a dad because they can switch their sex.
All right. Right now we've got 2 movies remaining. Mannix at 9, Jenny at 8, Josh at 6, Liz at 2. There's still 10 points on the board, so there's still like a whole, everybody's under 10. So guess early, guess often.
First show I've ever been on when no one's in the negative and it's not me.
Who are we at now? Liz, I believe. Would you like a movie from 1984, 2009, or 2011?
I wonder.
Let's go for 2009.
2009. From 2009 for 5 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, pot brownies like those drug desserts with this in it is graphically used throughout the movie. I'm having trouble reading tonight, but these clues are not helping me. Pot brownies like those drug desserts with it in it is graphically used throughout the movie.
How could you possibly use pot brownies graphically?
What's weird is it almost sounds like he's not talking about pot being in it. Like that's so messed up that sentence is.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, teenagers talk about sex in an extremely vulgar manner, using terms so vivid that most of them are near unprintable, including references to felching and cunnilingus. Hello, anybody's parents still watching?
Mom! She hangs in every episode, man.
Jenny's mom, if you don't know what felching or cunnilingus is, I'm sorry.
Ask Jenny.
Yeah, we'll catch up after the show. It's fine.
Google it.
Ask your pastor. It's okay.
Josh, what do you think?
I'm gonna guess super bad.
It is not super bad.
Well, I'm gonna guess wrong then.
Okay. Jeez. I'm sorry you're guessing wrong.
Okay, Nick, next clue.
Liz is just here for the game tonight. No nonsense. 3
know
points.
that by opening.
Violence and gore in 3 points. A teenager carves a boy's name into her leg with a compass, creating bloody marks.
The fuck is this movie?
I'm Finding Dory.
I wish it was fucking
Dory carving Nemo into her fins.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, towards the end of the movie, the main character takes off all of his clothes and jumps into the school pool. Although in the beginning you can't see anything, once he jumps in the water, you can see his genitals when the camera goes underwater. Final clue for 1 point under violence and gore. A teenager accidentally dies of autoerotic asphyxiation due to masturbating while having a belt around his neck. Not shown, you just see the body in shadows afterwards. I feel like Josh might be the only one not horrified by that clue if he knows what this movie is.
No, I feel like I do know what this movie is.
That's not. Wait.
Josh, do you know what this movie is?
Yeah, it's Rob Williams and the kid from Spy Kids and Father of the Year.
Did you buzz in, Mark? I couldn't tell.
I tried to, but I accidentally hit the heart and not the hand.
What is your guess?
World's Greatest Dad.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's not called Father of the Year, unfortunately. It is called World's Greatest Dad.
Yeah,
a movie that it's not the easiest comedy to watch, but it's my favorite Robin Williams movie and one of my favorite movies.
Awesome.
Okay,
yeah. Maybe his second best movie.
Yeah, she got a point.
What do you consider his best?
The Barry Crimmins doc is amazing. Yeah. That I can't remember the name of, but if you haven't seen, yeah, World's Greatest Dad. If you haven't seen it and you can stomach the stuff I just said, it's so funny and so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's right. It's also called World's Greatest Dad.
No, you're confusing it with the other Robin Williams movie, Father's Day.
I was actually confusing it with one hour photo.
Oh yeah, no, of course. One movie is remaining. Score update: Mannix at 10, Jenny at 8, Josh at 4, Liz at 2. Mannix, you get to pick the last year, so make it good. Would you like a movie from 1977, where was it? 1977, 1980, or 2020?
About 1980.
1980. Final clue of the night. Josh already has a guess, but I'm going to go ahead and read this.
That's fine.
For 5 points, under profanity, a man uses shit once. This is muted out in some versions.
I'm sorry, what year is this?
1980.
No.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Empire Strikes Back.
As far as I know, they don't say shit in Empire Strikes Back.
It was muted. It was muted in some movies.
I always love when I know what movie you're gonna guess.
Wait. Oh no, I swear to God, Han Solo said enough with this droid shit.
For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking,
shit.
a few characters smoke, notably the main character and his pipe.
Oh, now I know it.
Now you know.
I think.
What do you think this time, Josh?
Popeye.
It's the second Robin Williams movie in a row. This is Robin Williams as Popeye.
See that? What's the dad connection here?
He's a dad of Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Yep.
It's one of the main plots of the movie. Is they just find a baby and they're like, "This is our baby now."
Honestly, that seems more ethical than a lot of adoptions.
Just to wrap this up,
and I was hoping The Shining was going to be on here somewhere.
I wanted, but it was used, I think, in a Josh game. I had
used Face Off recently.
I'm not going to remember them.
You say Mark, I used these movies over a year ago. You watched those episodes recently.
That's why he won.
It still counts.
That's why he won.
Just to wrap this up, also in Popeye under violence and gore, the villain is very mean and threatens to kill a baby with an octopus.
Yeah.
Violence and gore, the film is very comical. Like the cartoon, sound effects are used and are very comical.
No shit.
Frightening and intense scenes after the villain force feeds the main character a can of spinach at the climax. He weighs the apparently unconscious man character down to drown him. Of course, the villain doesn't realize that he powered up the main character by chance with this action. And the sailor man, now strong to the finish, soon recovers and defeats the bully with a mighty punch.
It's almost like people writing you 1 point clues.
No. Somebody went in thinking I did something today.
I think the second clue, you shouldn't use comical twice, you should use comical. Comical.
Yeah, the film is comical, and there's also sound effects that are very comical. That was Popeye. This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight, Liz at 2, Josh at 7, Jenny at 8, and winning the game again at 10 points.
Close game.
Oh, this was so fun. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing this.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Before we go, as always, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Jenny, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I've got something coming up. We've got some new conspiracies dropping soon. So I guess follow me on Instagram, cigarette.sandwich. And yeah, I'll blow your mind, kids.
Perfect. Josh.
Well, movie daddy. I don't have much going on, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm on the show again, I think soon. Going on vacation for a little bit down the Cape.
Oh, enjoy.
Father's Day on Saturday. So on Sunday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? One of the days.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
No, they pushed it to Saturday.
Thank you for correcting me once again, Liz. I couldn't do it without you.
Every 28 years, they do it on a Saturday.
Saturday is more of a dad day anyway, right? Like Sundays is for moms. That makes sense. But Saturday is dad day. Like, I don't understand.
No, Sunday is the Lord's Day. And he's my dad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be on the show again. I'm writing new material, trying to get back on stage at some point soon.
Awesome.
I've got some new material in the bank. So I'm going to do that special show eventually.
Someday, next year, we'll do it.
I'll be here on that Thursday show because that just sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. And,
yeah, awesome. Liz, anything?
I'm doing Sammy's show on Zoom in July, which is about healthcare and stories of healthcare. And it will be equal parts, at least my part will be equal parts depressing and funny, which is about accurate.
like the show.
And you can find me on Twitter at Liz Estey, for just random. That's like my junk box drawer of thoughts. And you can find me on Instagram at Liz Estey for visual things.
Yeah, where we can see like your food and stuff.
Yeah. Although
goods.
I had a counselor recommend a technique, which was having one item on my to-do list for every day and getting that one item done and then being happy about it. So that's about where I'm at right now. That item is often showering or going for a 10-minute walk. So like baking is a little bit beyond my current capabilities.
You can still scroll back and see that you haven't deleted those yet.
I haven't. No, I haven't. You can still see my glory days. And actually, I will be moving soon to a new apartment, with a much nicer kitchen and only one other person. So I plan to get into it. So, stay tuned for more baking adventures. And what else? Facebook is a place. And I think I'm doing some date in August. I'm doing the burn contest.
Oh, nice.
So I should probably get on stage before that. Woo!
Perfect.
All right,
Liz, thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Anything you want to end with, Champion Mannix?
No.
Perfect. Thank you all so much for doing this. Josh, I'm trying to end the show, and all I see is Ken's clavicle.
Ooh, Ryan Gosling.
To end the Father's Day episode is a father in front of a daddy. Once again, thank you so much, Jenny Isme, Josh Poirier, Liz Estey, Marc Catino. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter, Instagram at IMDb Game. We've got, a few shows left this month, including next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're doing movies starring former and current cast members of SNL. And on Tuesday, the 21st, 9 p.m. Eastern, if you want to be a part of the 100th episode, reach out to me at any of those places. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a fun theme that I don't want to reveal until we're doing the episode. So either be a part of that or watch it. Either way, I'm just so happy that people have continued to support this show. This has been so fun to do. I can't believe I've done this many of them. And so much help. Like three out of the four of you have also hosted this show multiple times.
Yeah, why are you slacking, Mark?
Yeah, what the hell?
We got to get you hosting now.
Yeah, Mannix, you do 70s cop movies.
Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever YouTubers tell